What is up, you guys? It is your boy John here from Puma Plow. Welcome to possibly the last one. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how long it's going to take us to finish up the harvest. We will start all of our combines up here in a second or two. It's going to be a minute here. But we're going to fire everything up, and this might just be our last video in this series. I'm not totally sure, but I think it's going to be. I think I'm going to make this one be our last video. Just saying. We do have a lot of stuff to do. So there's going to be some high-speed components to this video, as well as some regular speed components. So what we're going to do right now, guys, is we are going to harvest. We're going to get everything fired back up. Combine going in 29. Let me get into here real fast to show you guys what's going on. Since the last video, which we are lagging now, game's froze. There we go. Since the last video, I did do some harvesting. I harvested or finished up over like 16, 17, 18 over there, and moved down 31, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Realized that I never planted 28. Whoops. My bad. Somehow I didn't plant that. I cultivated it, but never planted it. So there's that. Whoopsie-doo. 26 is going to go. And this guy, okay, he's full. Alright. So, you know, kind of an epic harvest. Just missed one field, right? No big deal. Maybe. No big deal. I think what I'm going to do while I am harvesting here, I'm going to go ahead and try to get the train loaded a couple times so that I don't have to do the high-speed part of the video like I was just talking about. Because I was gonna, you know, fill the train in high-speed mode, but if I can fill the train right now and get it running around, I might as well do it, right? I might as well. The other building is full. The other building on the other side of the map is full. There's only a little bit here because, you know, headroom. It did not use the south building at all, by the way, out of the whole shebang. Hope you guys enjoyed the high-speed harvest where we harvested. It was about an hour or so. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. That was a lot of harvesting. It hasn't really been taking me as long as I anticipated, but I mean, it's still taking. Obviously, that was an hour. I did two 20-minute videos before that, and however long this video is, I think this is just gonna be it, boys. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run this video until we're done. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that one. So it should be good. Like I keep saying, I'm looking forward to being done here, but I think the end is near. The end is very near for this map. Like today, this video, the end is near. The end is near, which is good. It'll give me time to focus on my other series. I will be starting, I guess, Welker Farms 2 days a week to replace this series. That should be good. I'll throw together a mod pack for that. Probably nothing more than we're already using on like our what's it called, stream map, where we're streaming Welker Farms. Probably just going to use the mods from there, but that is okay. It's all good. So yes. Okay, so we're going to load the train, and we're going to keep our combines moving. We probably need to go over there and empty that combine out. He was empty when I took him to 25. So he harvested 25, and now he's in 26. I don't know that he's going to be able to make it back over here without offloading. So let's run over there real quick. I did have one little river incident I need to confess about. And actually, it was a while ago. I didn't tell you guys. I kind of kept it a secret. The river kind of got me a little bit. I was harvesting right after I bought field 29. I was harvesting it to try to get money to afford field 30. And while harvesting, I guess it was like, you know, one of those times where I'm a little sleepy. You know what I'm saying? A little tired. And I dozed off, and I woke up with my tractor. When I say I dozed off, I got tired again. My tractor was on a cliff right over here. Where was I actually at? I was right right about even with my front tire right there, pointing up the bank. So I drove from somewhere over there, across all these fields, across the train tracks, and I guess I had speed when I hit the river because I made it all the way across. Now my tractor was of course broken. I had to reset it. But the auger wagon I left in there because it was almost full. So I'm like, man, I really don't want to lose a full auger wagon of sunflower because it was worth money. It was on great demand. It was worth a ton of money at the time. So I was able to reset my tractor and then actually jump right into, like, take the tractor back, and was able to back it down the hill just enough to where I was able to gobble it back up and actually keep it from sinking. So I was able to save the auger wagon load of sunflower. So I was pretty happy about that. No worse for the wear, you know. Things happen. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. So it was kind of funny though. And I guess I wasn't going to tell you guys because I haven't told you until right now. But that's okay, right? So it's all good. All right, so come on, you're empty. You're going to be good to finish, obviously. These roads over here are not made for combines with headers on them, by the way. Not at all. Not in the slightest. Just saying. And actually, I had to come up here and use this bridge to get the combine across because the other bridge, which is down, kind of by 23, 24 down there, it has guardrails, and you cannot take that head across there. Corn head or a green head, you know, towing behind would be fine. But the sunflower head, not so much. Not so much at all, but that's okay. That combine's rolling over there, getting that big field done. Of course, it's all turns in the beginning. I am going to miss a lot of. Let's go the other way. I'm going to miss a lot of grain in some of these fields. I'm not gonna clean it up. I'm just not gonna do it. I should, but I'm not. So there's that. Sorry, not sorry. 770 liters of sunflowers. That's what I came over here for. He may have actually finished without having to empty him. He had just hit 80%, so I bet he would have finished. And I would have been okay. Okay, we got to plan ahead here and go up the hill. So we don't, get our head bottomed out on each end there. And then you got to come back down the hill and get lined up on the bridge. We don't want to end up like that bus down there, or that van. I'd call that a bus. Don't want to end up like that bus down there. Not a good thing. Not a good thing. I'm not even sure. This might be our lease combine, but I have no clue. To be honest, no clue. Okay, how are we going to harvest this field? Field 30 is just like the most awkwardly shaped field of all time. In case nobody's ever noticed. Planting it was kind of a nightmare. I ended up planting it manually. Cultivating and planting manually. It was that much of a nightmare. Okay, you're good to go there. Probably need to do some auger wagon duties. Yes, I do. What else is new? Not surprised at all. That is okay. That is okay. But yeah, I hope you guys are looking forward to Welker Farms 2 days a week. Kind of a fast let's play through. Because, there's no animals to do on that map. I'm not going to do any logging on that map. It's kind of going to be the same as this map in a way, where we're not going to do a lot of the thrilling stuff. Now, I may try to bail on course play. That'd be fun. I've never done that. I don't know how it's done. I know it can be done, but I don't know how to do it. So that should be a good time. Bailing's not a problem. That's easy. You just set up like a combine course and tell them to run the field. It's the picking up of the bales that I don't know how to do. Or maybe we try picking up loose straw. I'm assuming we could sell. Maybe we can't sell loose straw on that map. It's a bale sell point. I don't know if you can sell loose straw there. So it'll be interesting. It'll be very interesting how we get going in that map and how it all works out and all that fun stuff. It'll be very interesting, guys. So I hope you guys are looking forward to it. I think I'm looking forward to it, definitely. But right now I'm playing that map on Saturdays, obviously on stream, and I really want to be playing it more. I will not lie. I want to play it more. So go ahead and get that train filling as we're emptying here. Just might as well run it through the building. Why not? I don't know. Seems like a thing to do. Or something. We do need to get over to the other combine there in 29. 29 is our, well, these 3 fields are it. This is it. This is all we have to harvest. That's why I said this will be our last video. We may run into bonus time, like, you know, that 40-minute video we had a while back, or heck, the 2-hour stream that I did that I'm including in this series. You know, it's whatever. It's all good, right? I hope. I hope it's all good. I don't know. Maybe. Nah, it should be. It should be good. It should be good. Wow, those are a rough road right there, boys. Right up along those tracks, that's really rough. Thump, the thump, the thump, the thump. I think I'm gonna break my tractor or something. Oh wait, you can just drive across the train. You can do whatever you want on this game. Let's be real. There's no damage or anything like that. You're just good to do whatever you want. Okay, our train is full, so I'm just gonna start selling train loads. I am going to start selling train loads, guys. That is what I'm going to do. Trying to speed the process up of wrapping up this map. I was going to, my original plan was to go ahead and get everything harvested and then haul everything. But then I realized, like, I might as well be loading up the train and trying to get it moving while I'm harvesting, because I have the train building there for overflow storage from the auger wagon. So I might as well kind of do multiple things at the same time is kind of my point. So that was kind of my theory in life. I don't know, but that's what I was kind of working with. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. So that's what we're gonna do. That is what we're gonna do. All right, backing up the hill. It's weird coming from this way. We never come over here with the train. We always stay to the other side, of course. But you know, it's definitely different for us coming from this side. So we need to slow down there, train. Need to slow her down, boys. Okay, maybe not that slow. But we definitely need to slow it down a little bit. But that's all right. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and empty this. And then this other building sitting over here with 500,000 liters in it. So probably going to head to that building right away and load the train from there. Haul it up. Head back to that building. Haul it up. You know what I'm saying? Wrong way. Get that building empty is kind of my point. Get that building empty. So I don't know. What do you guys think? And probably by the time this video comes out, I should have asked this a couple of videos ago, which I kind of think I did a little bit, about taking the money from this map, quote unquote. Dang it, go the other way. Taking the money from this map over to Welker's. Just, you know, a little. I mean, we're not going to have that much money. So it'll be kind of interesting to see how much we end up with and if I should take it to Welker's or not, because I'm probably not going to start with base amount of money in that map, because it's like not enough to do anything good. Just saying, it's not enough. I know our combines are filling up and stuff right now, but let's go ahead and run this down here and get the big car filling up from this building. Look at all the empty fields. Look, well, there's a little bit of weed or something, soybean in that field there, but whatever. All the empty fields, boys, all the empty fields. I should say mostly empty fields, because they're, you know, they're spots. They're spots. The hired workers can't get, you know, that kind of stuff. I'm not too worried about that stuff, honestly. Some of the fields I did clean it up, but most of them I am not. I am not going to go and clean it up. So we should have at least $1 million to take with us, which that'd be nice. We should be well over $1 million, because there's 500,000 liters sitting over here still. That's a considerable amount. I know our price is going to suck now because we just sold a load, but there's really nothing you can do about that. So there is that. All right, let's get the big car filling here, because that'll take the longest. Of course, that'll take the longest. So what is it, 120,000 liters just in the front car? Something like that. So there's 500,000 there. Yep, I am in your way. I am well aware. Thank you. I am sorry. My apologies. I will move now. Thank you. 500,000 liters. That's a lot. That is a lot. That's a fair bit, boys. That's a fair bit. So that combine's 80% there. This other one is stopped. Let's get this guy done. I don't know how we're going to work another combine into either of these fields because they're so awkwardly shaped. Just saying. They're so awkwardly shaped that, I don't know. We'll figure it out, though. We'll put a third combine maybe on the bottom side of 29. Just have him run there for a little bit. Not very long, because he'll start getting to the point where he doesn't realize there's more field and he won't turn around. But other than that, it'll be okay. It will be okay. Alright, empty out combine. So we got another full one awaiting. And by the time we get these two emptied out, we'll have a full cart. Well, close enough to a full auger wagon. We can go ahead and empty it into the building. Then the train will be full. The first car over at the other side. It's a whole thing, guys. It's a whole thing. Okay, you're empty. You stay there. Well, finish over there. You know what I mean, right? You know what I mean. You know it. Alright. Well, easy turning there, vent. Okay, you're done. So let's take you. I guess, like I said, on the bottom of 29 going east-west. For a little bit before he realizes there's no more field. I guess. Actually, this combine's going to have problems here in a minute, too. I don't know. I started this one. They're so awkwardly shaped. It's hard to figure out how to harvest some of these with hired workers, honestly. You know, if the hired worker was a little bit smarter, that would make life a lot easier. Would definitely make life a lot easier. Or if I took the time to square these fields up, but I'm obviously not going to do that. So there's that one. Okay, and then auger wagon's full enough. Let's go get it emptied off. Because it takes a minute. So we might as well get it rolling. And then we'll go check our train. We'll go check the choo-choo train. Woo to the woo-woo. I'm going to miss the train. There's no train in Walker Farms. We'll set up a truck. We'll only have a truck to haul. Which will be different because we haven't hauled with a truck on this Let's Play. But maybe a couple times. And then I sold the thing because I never used it. Like, never. It sat in the shed and collected dust. And it's like, why do I still have this? I don't know. So I'm kind of glad to move on from a truck. Or move back to a truck. It should be good to have a truck again. Like I said, it's been a considerable amount of time, of course. So I'm gonna go ahead and run because I don't want him to stop. Don't stop believing, Mr. Auger Combine. Auger Combine? The heck is an auger combine? I mean, a combine has an auger. Has a couple of them. Has an unload auger. Has a lift auger. Or bubble up, whatever you want to call it. Both. You know, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So, yeah. A couple augers. It's funny, augers are such like an old technology, but yet they are still so widely used, you know, in the farming world. Of course, the unloading auger on a combine to unload into a grain cart or a semi-truck or whatever. Unloading auger on a grain cart, of course, to unload into a semi. Grain augers at buildings and or at your homesteads and stuff. But, you know, it's one of those things where if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Kinda. There are guys using conveyor belts to, like, unload grain bins because they go faster and will handle more grain. But, for the most part, I would say most of them are still, at least around here. There's a couple guys around here with those conveyor belts for unloading grain bins. But most of them around here are still using augers for everything. So, no grain, or no conveyor belts. So it is interesting. It is very interesting. And it's really a simple thing too if you like really stop and look at an auger. It's kind of simple. There's not a lot to it. You know, it's just some metal and it spins and I mean, it's a lot more complicated than that, but kind of the same thing, you know. It's not bad at all. Can we unload where the train unloads or do we have to pull around the building? I'm curious now. Like, Curious George Here is George. Will it unload? No. Okay. I kind of didn't think it would, but I wasn't sure. I mean, it probably should. I don't know why, you know, it's a dump site. It is the dump site, right? I mean, after all, I'm dumping it on the ground here, so might as well. Train, one more car. You can do it, buddy. One more car. One more. Alright, back to our auger wagon as we sit and wait for our auger wagon to unload. Alright, so as of recording this, by the way, we are supposed to be getting that tropical, whatever it is. It had a name, I forget the name. It's a remnant low now, I believe is what they call that. And it is supposed to rain starting tonight, actually. And I really should be out cutting my grass right now. But I said, no, I want to record. So, starting tonight sometime, it is supposed to just absolutely start downpouring here. We're under a flash flood watch over, that was about, I guess, no, about 15 hours in advance or something. It wasn't quite 24 hours, maybe 20 hours in advance of the rain. They put us under a, what's it, Madoodle? A flash flood watch. It's like, wow, they're really expecting it to rain to put us under a flash flood watch already. And there's a little bit of rain. I'm looking at radar right now while we're waiting for that company to turn around. There's a little bit of rain out there, but nothing bad. They're talking up to 6 inches of rain for the St. Louis area out of this storm. So it's like, whoo. I mean, we need rain. We don't need that kind of rain, though. That's going to mess up the soybeans a little bit. It's going to put the soybeans down. It's middle of corn harvest here. It's going to shut the guys down for probably a week or better. Especially on the blacker dirt that holds the moisture. Doesn't drain off like the sandier soil does. It's going to shut the guys down for a while. It's going to be kind of a mess here for a while, honestly, if we get 6 inches of rain. Not to mention, you know, I won't be able to cut grass for a while, which is why I was saying I really need to be out cutting grass right now. But I wanted to record this. I want to get this series. That's how bad I want to get this series done. That's how bad I want to get this series done, though. I really should go cut my grass. Is out of control right now. Not so much my front yard. My front yard has taken a lot of heat damage over the summer. I have 3 trees in my front yard, or maybe more, maybe less. I don't know. I have trees in my front yard, and they suck the moisture right out of the ground. And you know, I do water in the summer. I don't mind watering. It keeps my trees alive, you know, that kind of thing. But I don't know. It kind of, it's taken a lot of damage. I did not reseed it last fall. Usually I reseed every fall, or overseed every fall. I did not overseed last fall. I ran kind of out of time and it got too late. I like to overseed every fall so I have a really good looking yard for Christmas lights, because I believe it starts from the ground up. Starts from the nice green yard and goes up, you know. That's how I always like to say when it comes to Christmas lights, so that's what I try to do. Last year it just didn't happen, and I actually had spots where there was like just dirt / mud in my front yard during my Christmas display. And you know, I didn't seed in the spring. Usually I try to spray weeds in the spring and then seed in the fall, and that's been working for me. But not seeding last fall really kind of came back to bite me. I was gonna say to bit me, to bite me. It really came back to bite me, and it's really showing now. And got a lot of crabgrass and stuff in the, well, everywhere. So like my front yard, I'm not too worried about it. My side yard, in the front, like, you know, on the side of my driveway, and then it goes back along like the side of the garage and stuff. That's pretty nasty. And the only reason it is as nasty as it is because my neighbor overwaters his yard like an alarming amount. And when he waters, it runs into my side yard. And therefore, my side yard will be green and lush all summer because I'm watering it a little bit. I don't water a side yard much, but I water it a little bit. And then he waters an obnoxious amount. See, the whole thing is the way the terrain lays in my yard. If he waters, it'll run all the way from the back of our property to the street, and it runs right along like our side. Now, if it rains a lot, it'll come across my backyard, and that's where I have problems with water getting in my basement from him, is when it rains real hard. He added 14 feet to the back of his house when he bought it, and that water is just so much for the yard to handle. It'll actually like overflow the normal kind of where it runs, and it'll actually just run right into our basement here. So, I mean, we've done some stuff to try to help it. It still will happen if it rains really, really hard. Adding 14 feet of house and then not burying your downspout and putting the downspout aiming directly at your neighbor's backyard is just kind of not nice. I won't lie. Plus, he's added a ton of concrete in his backyard. I mean, he put a swimming pool in, which I know that there's no runoff from a swimming pool, but his whole backyard drains into my backyard. He added 14 feet of house. He added a bunch of garage, and then half of the garage drains into my yard. He added a 12 by 16 shed. The runoff from that drains into my yard. Plus, he has patios and pool surround and like all this concrete. It's kind of a lot of concrete that he's added in his backyard, and all of that creates runoff. And all of that runoff comes into my backyard. You know, meanwhile, my backyard, there's like nothing. There's no concrete. It's grass. It's just grass these days. We used to keep a garden back there. We pretty well let that go into grass now. In fact, every time I mow, I just cut it because I'm tired of looking at it, you know, kind of thing. The other thing we used to have was, well, there used to be trees back there, but they all died. So we took those out one by one. And, yeah, so it's kind of annoying. One of these days I want to build, I call it a seawall. I want to, like, maybe do some scaping to the ground to, like, make a low spot, make a low spot where you put, like, a big drain, like a drain box and some pipe that goes down to the street kind of thing. Bury our downspout because, hey, any water you can get away from the house, the better. Put our downspout into that drain, and then try to collect all that water running across the ground in a drain box, R2, and run it to the street with some 6-inch pipe or whatever, 4-inch pipe, whatever. Just try to run it to the street and get it away from my house, because it's not good having water, you know, get. Plus, the other thing is the water that makes it across my backyard will actually run into my buddy Casey's backyard. And he's kind of got a double problem in his backyard. I'm talking a lot about our water issues in our neighborhood, but anyway, he's got a problem in his backyard where he's got his swimming pool. And it's an in-ground pool, but it sticks out of the ground, I don't know, good 4 or 5 inches on one side. The other side's pretty well leveled up. But the side towards my yard is out of the ground about 4 or 5 inches. And therefore, it makes like a seawall. It makes a wall where the water cannot get past. So in his yard, what it does is all the water that comes across my backyard, because all of our yards kind of slope, let's say, to the right, okay? If you're standing like in the front yards, they all kind of slope to the right just a little bit. So any water that goes from the neighbor's yard through my yard, which I do get a bunch of it out to the street on the garage side of my house, but whatever makes it past there just runs right along the end of my house, or the back of my house. And some of it does get out to the street, and by his side yard there's like a flower bed, and that catches some of the water. But whatever water makes it across my yard and doesn't get caught by his little flower bed thing will end up going against the swimming pool, but the swimming pool forces all of it towards the house. Now, there's a good-sized patio between his house and the swimming pool, which obviously doesn't allow for, you know, drainage or anything. It just runs off. And all that water will go into a window in his basement. And it's just like on and on and on down the street. His backyard drains to the next backyard. Their backyard drains to the next backyard. There's no, like, break where all the water just runs to the street. I get a fair bit of the water to the street, but if I could help with the water problems, you know, by putting it, actually, all we really need, honestly, what we really need is we just need the neighbor guy to put a downspout, bury a downspout, put it underground, and take it to the street off his house. Because we had this problem like once or twice before he moved in, basically, before he bought the house and added on. We had this problem like once, maybe twice in my 29 years or something living in this house before he moved in. Something like that, 28, 29 years. So, you know, it wasn't really ever a problem until he added all that backyard, or added all that concrete and that house. That is where the problem came from. So if he would bury his downspout and take it to the street, which I don't know why he didn't, but he didn't bury any downspouts. I mean, he had that yard completely ripped up. You know, he added 14 feet of house with a full basement. Like, that house was, or that yard was so torn up, like, I don't know why he didn't. I probably should have gone over and been like, hey, Fred. It's not his name. But hey, Fred, you should bury your downspouts. I don't know why he didn't think of that. He's in construction. He, like, knows his stuff. He's pretty good when it comes to that stuff, and I don't know why he didn't, but that's whatever. That's whatever. So I feel like if I could stop the water in my yard, it would help with Casey's yard. You know, if I can just redirect that water to the street out of my yard, that would really help Casey out, and Casey would be all about that, and probably, like, at least chip in the help. Maybe some money towards the purchasing of the pipe and stuff, which really is not that much money. It's the labor. It's the tearing up the yard and burying a pipe that I don't want to do. I just don't want to do that. That's my thing. I just don't want to tear up my yard and have to trench in a pipe or anything. That's why it would have been perfect if the neighbor guy would have done it when he had his yard all torn up, because his yard was all torn up anyway, and he ended up sodding most of his yard, so it would have been perfect. But that's okay. That's a lot about water problems in my neighborhood. Very specific to my neighborhood. I'm sorry about that. But, you know, it's just what's on my mind with all this rain coming. Just saying. Plus, I should go cut my grass so that I don't have to worry about cutting it when it's really wet. I don't know. Need to make those decisions soon, actually. As soon as I get done with this video, I'm either going to go cut grass after, like, dinner tonight, or I'm going to go to my farm. I don't know which one. If it's raining, I'm going to go to the farm. If it's not, I think I'm going to try to cut grass. So, it's kind of a whole thing. It's kind of a whole thing that's going on right now. Yeah, but getting ready for all this rain, it's an interesting thing. I'm not really doing anything to get ready for it, honestly. If the water comes in my basement, and same thing over at my buddy Casey's house, it literally runs right to a floor drain. So, is it good to have water running in your house? No. But if it runs right to a floor drain, it's not that big of a deal at the same time. You know what I'm saying? We have dehumidifier, you put a fan on it. What else you want to do? You know, it happens sometimes. It happens. So, yeah. The other thing would be, you know, like those window wells, those metal window wells that, like, surround your basement windows, you know? I want to make, like, a wall in front of mine. I think what I would try to do is do some other stuff first before actually going ahead and digging in a pipe, because that's kind of the last resort. So one thing would be to build, like, a wall around it out of, like, some pressure treated lumber, and stake it down to the ground so that the mass amount of water couldn't get to that window well, you know? That would be a good idea, but that doesn't help Casey at all. That just solves my problem. So maybe do the same thing at his house, build kind of a little wall out of like some 2x6 or something. It needs to be like 4 or 5 inches tall minimum, because that water coming across there sometimes it's a lot. It's a lot. So we've actually had it where it's almost just run in the back of my garage, and that takes a good, like, 3 inches. There's like a 3-inch gap there. It'd be at least 3 inches from, like, the little patio that's outside my back door to the floor of the garage. There's like a 3-inch lip there or something. And it's almost topped that before and just started running in the garage. There's that much water that comes across the back of my house from my neighbor. It's crazy. And like I said, it takes a heavy rain to make this happen. It's not an everyday kind of thing. It takes quite the rainstorm to make this happen. We're talking 2 inch per hour kind of rain rates. We're talking heavy rain. So doesn't happen very often, but when it happens, it sure is annoying. Let me tell you, it's annoying. I know there's other people. There's tons of people that deal with water issues in their house, in their basement, whatever. Somebody in the family, they get like 6 backyards that drain through their yard, and their yard is the one that makes it all drain to the street kind of thing. And it's outrageous. It's outrageous how much water they get in their backyard when it rains real heavy. We've put in a sump pump in that house, and that helps a lot because the basement used to flood like all the time. So we've put in a sump pump with a pit and everything over the years. We've done that, and then done some work outside. Like we really tried this, and it helped when there's like a normal rain shower, but when it's real heavy, it just didn't work at all. We actually took a sod cutter and we cut out sod, I think 3 strips wide or something, maybe 4. We cut the sod away, and we took a rototiller in there, our Aaron's tiller from the farm, rear tine tiller, and we went in there then with that, and we tilled the dirt, and then we went in with wheelbarrows and shovels, and we shoveled that out, and then put the sod back in, and we made like a swale, like, you know, a deep spot in the yard, and that worked for a couple of years on like normal rainstorms. Like I said, when it came to like the absolute torrential downpour, it just went right over top. But what they did is it would catch a lot of that water coming across the yard, because we went like up the fence line and then out into the yard at like a 45, and that caught a lot of that water and sent it to the curb. But the problem was over years, it actually filled in, and you can't tell that it was there at all now. And so obviously it doesn't work. It just runs right over, and you can't tell. So it's kind of a shame how that filled in, honestly, over the years. But you know, it is what it is. It's not a big deal, I guess, at the same time. So it's no big deal either way. But yeah, so guys, we are almost done with the harvest. Oh, look at that. That car stopped for me. How convenient. How nice. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I really didn't want to... I mean, I did. I really did want to punch you across the map with my train. I'm not going to lie. I kind of really did. Kind of really did. So I know we're in, like, super bonus time with my water stories, and I hope you guys stuck around through all that. I know it's probably a lot. I apologize, but, hey, it's just what's on my mind right now. You don't want to know the other stuff on my mind, okay? It's a scary place, okay? No, the other stuff, I'm thinking about Minecraft. I have it running on the gaming computer right now. AFK in 2 different places. I'm trying to smelt a bunch of stuff, and I'm trying to AFK my mob farm. So, oop, that's the wrong button. There we go. Kind of a whole thing, what I'm trying to do right now in the Minecraft server. The Plowcraft server, I should say. It's a whole thing. I really am enjoying the Plowcraft server. Like I keep saying in these videos. I know, I don't want to talk too much Minecraft for you farm simmers. I didn't realize until recently there's people that just won't watch the Minecraft. Like, I was streaming, and if you're watching, that's totally fine. But somebody checked in at the beginning of a stream and then just said, "Hey, I'm out. I don't like I don't like Minecraft." And they left, and I was like, "Oh, okay." Appreciate you checking in and see what we were playing at least. But I didn't realize, I mean, I don't know. When I watch streamers, I guess I kind of watch whatever they're playing if I'm like into that streamer, you know. I really don't. I haven't watched any streams lately, but you know, when I am, I try to watch whatever that person's putting out. But I mean, I get it. I get it at the same time. That you know, you're just not maybe so into Minecraft, and that's totally fine. That's totally 100% fine. 100% okay. I understand it. But yeah, we've been actually having really good crowds lately for Minecraft. I'm enjoying that people are enjoying it. I'm having a great time with it. Last night I streamed it on a Wednesday night, and that's when we went and explored. So if you guys watched the Explore, where we went and found all the Nautilus shells and stuff, that was last night for me in real life. So that tells you maybe when this video was filmed. What is it, the 6th of September? So that's when this video was filmed. Alright, we're gonna park this combine for now because we're done with this one. We're gonna be wrapping up the harvest here in no time, guys. We're gonna go ahead and send the train back around. Is the other combine stopped? Not yet. He's on Little Point Road, so he can go for absolutely ever before he fills up. So that's good. Otherwise, I was gonna grab him first, but this is just a short ride up the hill and back. Yeah, he's doing Point Rows over here. He's doing a good job. I did not actually think he would harvest the field that way, but he is killing it. Absolutely killing it in a good way. So that is fantastic. That is fantastic. Ready. But yeah, we Minecraft, it's fun. It's so much fun right now. So much fun. I'm having a good time. I really need to build a sorter. Really need to build my own iron farm. I think I'm going to do an iron farm first. Sorter second. Something like that. I don't know. I'm going to need a lot of iron to build as big of a sorter as I want to build. I'm not going crazy like I've done in the past. It's going to be good size. But I'm not going as crazy as I've gone in the past. So maybe I will. I don't know yet. I have a little bit different of a design for one this year. Different layout. It's not really that spectacular, but it's definitely a little bit different. And I'm going to like it. I don't know if anybody else. I mean, it's my sorter, so I don't really care. But I think it's going to be good. I just got an alert on my tablet. So as we're As we're emptying out, let me see what that alert was. What was that alert? What was that alert? Oh, Zach sent me something on Instagram. Okay, shocker. Shocker. Zach sent me something on... Oh, wrong way again. I'm not used to backing the train up. My buddy Zach sent me something on Instagram, which I think he watches this series, by the way. He may not now that school's back in, but... Hi, Zach. If you're watching, how's it going, bud? How's it going? Oh, I did it again. I gotta quit hitting forward when I mean to hit reverse every time. Just saying. Just saying. Oop. Alright. Dump this car out. So we're gonna have us a little bit of money, boys and girls, to go to the next map with. I'm looking forward to that. We need some money to start walkers off correctly. We need some money to be able to afford some equipment when we start walkers off. I am going to get big buds on there. I probably won't right away. But eventually we will get big buds. And the big brute. You know, it's walkers. You have to have big buds, right? It's just kind of the way it is, I feel like. You know, they run big buds in real life, so why not run them on the map? I just feel like that's a gimme. That's a gimme. But like I said, we probably won't get them right away. We did get them right away when we started streaming that map, and I don't think we're going to get them right away this time. We're going to build up to them. We're going to buy some decent-sized tractors to start with, because we're going to need some decent-sized equipment to start Welker Farms. I'm not starting with a 3-meter seeder, okay? That map is far too big. Those fields are far too big on that map to start that. Of course, you do get one field to start with, but still. It is a honker of a field. Let me tell you. It's a big field. So we're not going to do that. The other thing is I think I'm going to sell all my equipment here real quick as well. And really see how much money we ended up with. All the other equipment that we had, of course, I have sold already. I'm not going to sell... Oh, God. Stop, train. Stop. Don't stop believing. I am going to go ahead and sell the equipment. Just right out of the shop, by the way. I'm not gonna drive it back because that little bit of a bonus is not a big deal to me right now. So we'll go ahead and put pipes out on stuff, get everything emptied out, and then we will sell it and sell the last of our goods, and we'll be done. Wow, we did it. We did it. We're done with the harvest, actually. They're done. All the combines are done. Holy cow, we've accomplished it in only 40-ish, 43-ish minutes, 44-ish minutes in this video. I've been making a lot of longer videos in this series lately. I don't know if there's anybody still watching, but hello if you are. Actually, you guys have been talking about longer videos in the Gold Rush series, so this is kind of like a longer video, right? In just a different series, right? No big deal. While that's emptying out, we'll drive this across the field to, you know, help it out. So I don't have to drive my tractor all the way over here. Although the tractor is faster. So let's just drive the tractor, because see, it's not even done emptying. That's why I was okay. It's almost done. Almost done. Done enough. We're going to have to empty the auger wagon again, of course. Probably 2 more times, because both combines have grain in them still. So that's a whoopsie, but that's okay. Alright, let's go find that combine basically south of us right now. Let's go find it. But we are done, boys and girls, with the harvest, which means we are done with this map. We did not harvest field 28 or 14. 14 is still planted in the original sugar cane from when we started, and field 28 I just kind of forgot to plant, so I'm not worried about that at all. Since we're not going for total numbers of grain or anything here, or of sunflowers, we're not going for numbers. We're just trying to make some money to move on with, you know what I'm saying? And say that, yes, we harvested almost all the fields. Almost. We got close. We got close. But that's okay. You know, it's not a big deal, right? Not a big deal at all. At least I don't think it is. I don't think it's a big deal at all. So, that one is empty. On to the next one. On to the next one. But yeah. But yeah. So my theory with Welker's farm, by the way, which I think I've said this, but I'm going to say it again because I like to repeat myself, is to have it done by the time Farm Sim 19 comes out. Like, let's see, Farm Sim comes out on like a Tuesday, so maybe the last video be on like that Thursday, like have it wrap up that week or something. Would be kind of good. We'll see. Maybe wrap up the week before. I don't know. I'm going to try to plan it out when he gets closer to like actually having that map done. I don't know if done on Welker Farms means all the fields, a big harvest, or if it's just, okay, hey, we're going to stop playing this map because 19's coming out. I don't know what done means quite yet for Welker Farms, but for here on the Platinum Edition, probably not still watching, but somebody had asked what was the difference between Platinum and regular. You know what? I'll talk about that in the last video, because I have to voice that one over still. It's the magic of editing, children. Don't worry. Alright, so all of our equipment is done except for the auger wagon. We're froze right now. This is why I'm going to be glad to be done playing Xbox, by the way. So let's start selling stuff except for our Fent and our auger wagon right now, because they're unloading. So let's go ahead and sell all this stuff. I'm not going to sell the placeables because I don't want to. Not going to sell the placeables, not going to sell the auger wagon. We do have a leased combine. We'll go ahead and return that, and a header. And we can almost return our Fent as well. We can almost sell our Fent back. Alright, so we're going to have, what, another train car here? The biggin. We're going to have the biggin almost full. So this is not bad. It's not bad. We just made $748,000 off equipment. Alright, let's go ahead and sell the tractor back and the auger wagon back. There's another $210,000. And let's see, there's no more in that building. Okay, buildings are empty. This is our last train going up the hill of the Platinum Edition DLC. It's going. I have to say it one more time. Woo to the woo-woo. Let's go up the hill, boys. Let's do it. Last time. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. We've conquered this map. We didn't do animals. We didn't do logging, but we pretty much conquered this map as far as I'm concerned. We owned all the fields. We harvested all the fields. I got another alert on my tablet. I bet it's another one from Zach. Yes, it is. Every time I open my tablet, it's like flash flood watch is in effect for your area. It's like, ooh, that's fun. Glad I don't live on a creek. Although, like my previous story, it might tell you, my backyard can turn into a creek pretty rapidly. I'm not gonna lie. But that's okay. Like my sister, she lives on a creek. Her backyard is a creek. Now, her house sits up high enough that I don't think it would ever be an issue. But you never know. You never actually know. But I think her house sits up high enough from the creek that it would be okay. But you never know. You never know. I don't think I would want to live on a creek. Too many critters. Too many critters. You know? Just saying. Just saying. I know critters are out there everywhere, but too many. Too many for me. Alright, boys and girls. We're going to sell the last of our... How much is this worth even? Besides nothing. It's worth nothing. $1,200. We're going to sell the last of our grain. Our sunflowers going in. And we have $2.7 million. $2.7 million in our name, boys. It really doesn't seem like a lot because it's not. But hey, I think that's a great way to call this map done. I appreciate you guys watching this entire series. Those of you that stuck with me to the end of this series, I appreciate it, especially if you're still watching an hour into this video or 50-ish minutes into this video. Hopefully you guys are still watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the series. I did have fun playing this series, don't get me wrong, but I was definitely looking forward. I've said that a billion times. I'm going to quit saying that now, okay? I'm looking forward to Farm Sim 19. I'm looking forward to starting Welker Farms. I don't know if this series ends on a Wednesday or a Friday, but whatever the next day in this cycle would be for this series will be Welker Farms. So I hope you guys tune into that. I hope you guys enjoy that, and I look forward to seeing you guys there. I'm done playing Farming Simulator 17 on the console, unless I decide to do the missions, but I don't know at this point. I need to take a break from the console. I don't like the way the game runs. I know some of you guys think I'm whining about that probably, but I really just don't care for how the game runs on the console. But I'm looking forward to getting back on the PC. And of course, when Farm Sim 19 comes out, I will get on the console at least a little bit, try it out, and maybe start a Let's Play series from the console. I'm not totally sure yet. But what I will leave you guys with is thank you guys so much for watching this entire series. I really do appreciate it. And hope you guys enjoyed it. So until the next video that you guys watch of mine, have a great rest of your day. Thank you guys for being here. Have a great day. Like I said, I'm going to butcher my outro. I'm going to say it like 10 times, okay? Have a great rest of your day. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, toodles.